So we will go straight into item 7, which is the annual budget overview around our decision making. And I welcome Tamsin Matchett to open this item for us. Tamsin.
Ngā mihi ki a koe, Madam Chair. Tēnā koutou ngā kāwana o te konihira o Tāmaki Makaurau. It's a pleasure to be here with you today and to kick things off this morning. The overview to decision-making report details the annual budget process to date and what is required between now and adopting the final annual budget for 2022-2023 in June next year. The recommendations in my report note its contents as they relate to the wider context of today's agenda and the other reports that will follow. Decisions relating to the reports on today's agenda will enable staff to produce a consultation document and supporting information, which is the next step in the overall budget process. The consultation material, along with the feedback form, will be presented to Governing Body at a workshop on the 2nd of February, ahead of the meeting on the 8th, seeking formal adoption. The Governing Body will also be asked at that meeting to agree to the consultation and engagement approach. Public consultation will then run from the 28th of February through to the 28th of March. This is a minor amendment to what was originally planned for the timeline, taking into account a change to the process for revaluations. We will present consultation feedback to you in May, and this will include feedback received on the Tupunamonga draft operational plan, as well as feedback on proposed changes to the curbside policy and the proposed changes to local board decision-making that relates to the governance framework review recommendations agreed to by the governing body on the 28th of October. During April and May, we will hold workshops to discuss budget options and implications, and local boards will provide input on regional issues. You will be asked to make decisions in early June, which will allow staff to produce the final budget documents. Adoption for the annual budget 2022-23 is scheduled for the 29th of June. That concludes my summary for this report. Ngā mihi kia koutou, happy to take any part, Madam Chair.
Kia ora, thanks Tamsin. I'll move this recommendation and Deputy Chair will second. Is that fine with you, Shane?
Yes, wonderful, thanks.
Thank you, and open for questions. Any partai from Tamsin? To Tamsin, I should say. There we go, Tamsin. It means you've written an extraordinarily good report. So it's been moved and seconded, and I'll take it to the vote. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
I take that as carried unanimously. Thank you. Now we move on to item 8, the annual budget regional topics for